This is a crackdown. This is Constable Chris, and today we are cracking down on a scam targeting food delivery drivers. We are going to go down through a rabbit hole, following the tracks and clues from a scammer, and bring the practice to the light so you hopefully don't fall victim. Stay tuned as we bust these scams open wider than Humpty Dumpty after drinking a carton of VB. Being the moderator of the largest Doordash driver Facebook group in Australia, there is little to no glory. While some may think being a mod is some kind of king-like position, and all the power of the kingdom is at your fingertips, the realism is 90% of the time it's just declining bots trying to join and deleting their spam posts for the ones that slip through the net. After deleting hundreds of scam posts, I very quickly realized there's a trend, and many were around promoting Instagram accounts that will get your delivery driver account reactivated if the company has deactivated you for any reason whatsoever. Initially, I thought being 2023, no one could be falling for these trash scam posts, but as the months went on, I was removing them daily from the group. They were relentless, and across many of the online groups, they were consistently flooded as well with them. This made me stop and think, if this scam wasn't working, then they would stop after this long. But because the posts keep coming, it must be working. So I decided I needed to go undercover and message one of these Instagram accounts to finally get to the bottom of it. It was time to kick off the investigation, and I had no idea how far around the world this would take me. I didn't know the true nature of the scam. Are they trying to hack my account to resell it? Are they trying to log into my account and withdraw my driver earnings? Or are they some kind of underground cabal recruiting me into a cult? It was all very unclear, so I needed to form a story to make sure I could get the scammer on the hook. I decided to go with my account has been deactivated and I still had $800 worth of earnings on it. This way, if they just wanted to steal my account, I had the need for their help. But if they were trying to empty the earnings there's a small reward in it for them. So I sent out the first message and I waited. Nothing happened, and I thought it was a dead end. But 2 days later, the messages started. Several messages came in and they started trying to call me as well. I didn't want to take a call because I needed to get the information out of them. And a call could have ended very quickly if I started asking too many questions. I needed to do this slowly and set the frame for myself. I had no idea who could be on the other end of the phone. So I just said I don't do calls, and they started to respond on the messages. I told them that the account was deactivated a week ago, and they immediately started asking for my email address. This I did not want to give out, so I slowed it down again and asked if they could run me through what they do and how much it was. They said it was 100% guaranteed to be reactivated and would only take 45 minutes. But this was not enough information, and I wanted to try and get some hints on who was on the other end. I asked if they made a website and said that I'm worried about scammers. To get them on the lure, it was time to drop that there was $800 in the deactivated account. The type of scam just wasn't clear yet, but I knew if I got a website, I'd likely be able to trace it through who is and try to find some information about the owner. Unfortunately, they ignored the request for a website and continued to say it's 100% guaranteed, and they said it will only cost $250. They said they put the details up on their web circle, whatever that is, and once payment is made, my account is reactivated in 45 minutes. The payment could be done via Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, or Bitcoin, so I let them sweat for a day or two, but they kept messaging and trying to call relentlessly. I wouldn't be able to find out much more from most of these payment methods, except for one, Bitcoin. If I could get the Bitcoin wallet address, I'd be able to see every transaction coming in and out of that wallet. So I asked, and without hesitation, they handed it over. With this, I jumped straight in to explore the Bitcoin blockchain with a single question. How much have they scammed so far with the Bitcoin? In just over 5 months between the 20th of April and the 1st of October 2023, they had received $4,193.82 in payments across 53 transactions. All these payments were sent straight into a crypto exchange called Binance, where it was washed and traceability was lost. They were likely moving it to be cashed out into a fiat currency. This was just over 4,000 in Bitcoin in just over 5 months. And it doesn't include any payments they would have received from people on Cash App, Zelle, or PayPal, which means the money would likely be a lot higher. I had one final trick up my sleeve. They wanted to see that I'd made the transaction to reactivate my account. Naturally, I wasn't going to send any money, but I did have one last thing to try. I put together a link using Grabify and sent it to them. If they clicked that link, I'd be able to track their IP address and find out where in the world they lived. So I sent the link and just vaguely said, that's all the Doordash stuff. And I waited. A day went by and I thought I'd reached the end until I got a notification. The link had been clicked. I jumped into Grabify to have a look and the location of the scammer had been revealed. Lagos, Nigeria. This was all the information I needed and I could piece together the full scam. The scammer was based in Nigeria. They made a fake Facebook account and then spammed delivery driver groups, hoping to find drivers under duress looking for any way to reactivate their account, directing them to a fake Instagram account to continue the conversation. With many drivers relying on delivery platforms as their sole source of income, when they lose the ability to earn income, they stop thinking clearly and they can fall prey to the scammer who is offering a solution. Once the driver falls prey and transfers the funds, the scammer will cease communication, stealing their money. But why would someone do this? Why would someone prey on those in desperation? Well, the average entry-level office clerk in Nigeria is making on average 28,432 Naira per month for honest, meaningful employment. From the Bitcoin alone, this scammer was averaging 800 USD per month across the 5 months, equating to 613,000 Naira per month, or 21 times the monthly wage of a working full-time office clerk job. Now, you can only imagine how much more they would make if you factor in the money they were making from the other payment methods of Cash App, Zelle, and PayPal on top. This makes it quite a lucrative endeavor for someone living in that country. If I had proceeded with my transaction, it would have been the equivalent of just over 4 months of full-time work for them. Now, this was just one scammer and only one Bitcoin address investigated. Imagine how many dozens of other scammers would be doing the same scam. Imagine how many tens or hundreds of thousands were being lost to this single scam. But that concludes the investigation on how this scam works. Hopefully you have gained some insight and can understand why the scam isn't going to go away anytime soon. When you see these posts, regardless of your situation and how badly you want your delivery driver account reactivated, there is no good outcome for you also following the rabbit hole. If you enjoyed this investigation, make sure you hit the like button to support the channel. If there's other drivers you think need to see this video, make sure you share it with them. Stay sharp, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Hoorah, you legends. I've got a joke. Oh, you're normally not very good at these. Knock, knock. Who's there? A delivery driver who hasn't subscribed to Chris. A delivery driver who hasn't subscribed to Chris who? No, not Chris who. Chris Boy. And he's got more videos to watch over there. Wait, that's not how that joke works. La la la, can't hear you, mate. I've just clicked up there into the next video and I'll see you in the next one. You guys are lucky. I've got to put up with that idiot every single week. Hit the like and subscribe button and maybe one day in the future you'll get to see me throttle him.